caught up? No. YouTube's like this. It's fine. We're used to it. Also, the microphone's nowhere near me. So you couldn't hear me muttering to myself. I promise I was. It doesn't feel like a Friday. It's very conflicting feelings when it's, one, it's a Friday, and then it's also the start of a new month. It's a little jarring. But well, I didn't change that. Hang on. Do I have the old one? I know I do somewhere. Mumble, mumble. Yes, that's what I do all the time. This one? That's the birthday month one. Did I do it? Did I make two? Hold on. We're going to find out. I did. Somehow or other, I remember to make a double of that. So I made the same thing, and then I put the birthday stuff on top of it. Yay. I need to update that because I've done other things now. Like that one, it had me going to Maine in there, but now I've gone to New Hampshire and Vermont. And we're a month away from the real chaos. A month away from the thing that I am dreading, but in a good way. It's more of like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this. I should. It's just a lot of driving. A lot of driving. We'll see. Zenboot, I see you're here. Got your lungs out. That's nice. Wait, what am I doing? There we go. That's for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention as always. It is greatly appreciated. I know you caught the earlier live stream today where I was just playing games like an idiot. It was much needed. I was hoping to do a cleaning stream. Like for my phone today, there was that thought of like, oh, get me to clean up my apartment by doing a live stream. Yay. And then I realized how much I did yesterday. Yeah, I did too much yesterday. But for a good reason. I did as much stuff as I could yesterday, so I didn't have to do anything today. There's still one thing I haven't done. I haven't done the psoriasis video yet. I'm going to make that into a short and hopefully post that this weekend, we'll say. But talking about my skin condition is a little uncomfortable. So today we're talking about cancer, which is also uncomfortable. But maybe not as bad. Somehow it's bad. Some of you know how lung cancer has impacted my life. Donner Pass Whiskey, hello. Welcome. This is for you. Hold on. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, it is greatly appreciated. We're getting the background music. Hold on. I think it's supposed to be background music, Brian. Background. If you can't hear it at all, just let me know. I can turn it up. I'm still not exactly sure where it's coming from on your end. There, maybe? It's just supposed to be the background. Just so there's something there when I'm not talking. So... lung cancer. First of all, I didn't know Lung Cancer Day existed today until about an hour ago. I had been doing that thing I sometimes do, which you know no one sees, but fumbling over what I want a live stream to be. And I like interesting topics, and I try to like look around and keep an eye out for what's happening out there, like what day it is. There's something for every day. Today is Twins Day too. Let me check. What exactly was it? Computer, please, just work as intended. That's all you have to do. That's all you ever... What button am I pushing there? Not the right one. Twins Day Festival. That's what's happening today. It's a Twins Day Festival. But when I saw that it was World Lung Cancer Day, I was reminded that that has impacted my life in a significant way because it has impacted those in my family. Mama KillCo specifically had lung cancer, and she had to have a small bit of surgery to get it removed, and she has been taking chemo pills of a sort for quite a while, years now. That news came not long after Papa KillCo stuff, and his is it fourth? I gotta double check so I can keep everyone up in the loop here about positive things. Well, not exactly positive things, but Dad got his diagnosis in 2022, so it's going to be 3 years. And that'll be in a few more days. But yeah, cancer sucks. Mama KillCo's had to deal with it, is dealing with it every day to some extent. Again, she's in the clear. Everything looks fine, but that was spooky. That was a big, like, yikes. And especially because her father died of lung cancer before I was born. So the only thing I know about him is that I've heard his voice. Like they were messing around with cassette recording. My dad, of course, recorded audiobooks. So we got some little snippet of his personality, and I get to hear his voice through that. Mary and Pippin, excellent. Ardent American Distillery filled their first casks. They're saying it's their 11th anniversary. Nice. I like that. There's always something. You have 2 tuxedo kittens. Oh my god. That's a lot to handle. Or cats. They're cats now. They're 3, aren't they? Mary and Pippin, that's epic. I love those names. For me, I don't really have anything. Like, other than finding out this is World Cancer Day. World Lung Cancer Day. Joy gave me the seal. That's right. It's Zenbood's anniversary of Joy putting up with him. I don't know. Their anniversary of their relationship being a good one. And both going like, yeah, this will work. Let's go. You stay over there. I'll stay over here. We can both split rent. It's going to be great. It's hilarious. Truth, yeah. I mean, part of me is like, I'm waiting for the day. It's like, no, I'm not. I don't think people can tolerate being around me. I can barely tolerate being around me. So that's kind of a blip on the radar for why this day kind of stood out when I found out this was the day, which, as I said, was a couple hours ago at most. And I know a lot of other people out there have had their lives impacted by lung cancer. And I also have to encourage screening for it, especially if you smoke cigarettes, obviously. Stop doing that would be my other recommendation. I always worry, because I'm trying more and more to have my opinions solidified on here. Because one, opinions aren't permanent. They are something that can fluctuate. There are certainly things I used to believe years and years and years and years and years ago that I feel ashamed that I believed them to some extent. Since I learned more since then. My opinions right now, of course, and it has been for most of my life, cigarettes are bad. Don't use those. Don't use tobacco. It's not going to help. They know it causes cancer. Similar with alcohol, except I like to think not as extreme unless you're using it in extreme ways. And if you're smoking 2 packs a day, maybe don't do that. You're smoking 3 cigars a day, whatever. I'd like to think tobacco is a dying industry, but they always find another way to hold on and get into the next generation. They managed to do that with vapes. And they sort of clung on to the tailcoats of the cannabis industry, sort of going to kick off. And then there's also the mindset of, like, putting things in your lungs is not great. Just breathe oxygen, breathe the air, breathe this stuff, go, breathe that, and make sure it's not polluted. 34th anniversary, but also the 7th anniversary of my mom below the amputation because of cancer. Damn. Well, that's good to know. She's still in the clear. Losing a limb. Holy shit. It's nightmare fuel for me, by the way. I've been doing a lot of that lately. I don't know why. I don't need a reason. Yes, cheers. Congratulations to that. Raise a glass, everyone, for Zen food. Enjoy. I need to see you two again. Just to hang out. Maybe before I go on my trip. Since I will be able to sip on something, or at least we'll see. I will sip on something and actually drink it in the next coming year. I just have to approach my relationship with alcohol very carefully, especially if I want to continue the very, very, very extremely slow recovery process. And I'll be talking to my gastroenterologist on this upcoming week, so it's like this week. Get out of here. On the 6th. So yeah, less than a week now. A matter of days. This week's going to be rather busy. I have my usual stuff. This is like the prelude to the podcast, by the way. Exercising. And that is going to fumble up Friday's stream. I'm telling you ahead of time. This Friday, the next Friday's stream will very likely be later. If at all, probably later. But that's just because I have an overlapping situation with my new exercise routine. We'll see. Donna Pass Whiskey, I'll be talking to my gastroenterologist next week. I am still not consuming alcohol until August 19th. So there's still plenty of time for me to think it over. And that'll be... Where is it? The 19th or the 20th? Where is it? It's 21st, isn't it? Yeah, it is. 21st. I was looking at the wrong day. Ooh. I'm going to have to reschedule something that day. Balls. That's another thing. There's a couple of things that happened that day. One, unfortunately, is my friend's father passed away on that day. I stopped drinking alcohol on that day, officially. I have a dentist appointment, and I have to reschedule my therapist for the 21st, because dental appointment. So moderation will be coming up. It's just a matter of what. I will likely try to put more whiskey videos out once a month. I have enough bottles to do that for at least a year and a half, give or take. And the first one we've already discussed will be right there, right in time too. And I'm going to pour a good amount of it. I know that. Like my first drink is going to be 2 ounces, maybe 2.5, because of what it is. But I'll enjoy that with all of you. And that will be the Rock Hard Crowded Barrel release that I was going to do a video of a year ago today. So at this point in time, a year ago, I was considering which video to do within one of the coming weeks, and that was it. And then I had found out all this new information about my liver and went, oh, okay, I guess I'm going to stop drinking alcohol. There's still non-alcoholic stuff, don't worry. This is a non-alcoholic Blue Moon. It's delightful. My new thought process with alcohol drinking, and especially, and just like enjoying yourself in a public setting with alcohol being around, is just have non-alcoholic options. It's actually okay to have a drink like that, or like a beero, and just enjoy the, like, sort of the atmosphere rather than going along with some of the inebriation, because what I worry about and what I've seen in this community, not in this community, but in the grander scheme of the Whiskey Tube YouTube environment, there's some channels that still promote like the whole drink a certain amount until you're having fun, and then promoting the idea of something that'll make sure you don't have a hangover the next day. It's just like, let's start at the beginning. Don't drink so much. No problem. No problem. But that's a really hard thing for some people to do. I didn't do it. I would have drinks until I felt buzzed, and then I'd probably have another. That's where it would slip. I get to the point where I was buzzed, and I had the have another symbol. Symbol? Have another syndrome is what I call it. So I drink until the point I was buzzed, and then I'd have this little thing in my mind go, sure, I'll have another. Pouring samples C. Yes. I hope you enjoy it. I forget what they are. So you'll be as surprised. When you tell me, I'll be surprised too. It's going to be great. No. No Donna Pass Whiskey. They are... Where are they? They're right behind me. Yeah, those two. I got those also around this time. And I have his Daft Mill right up there. I have a Daft Mill and I have a Glen Scotia pick from Irie and Tan. I have so much stuff that's going to be so good, but we have to go in moderation. Likely, I will record 2 videos. I want to say 3, but 2. 2 videos, and then I'll edit those, and those 2 videos will be placed out so I could have a month, like a month in between. So I could have one that's going to be for this month, for August, which I may or may not do. I don't know yet. I haven't even figured this out. And then another for September, which I should do, because guess who's not going to be around at their desk in September? Me. I'm going to be gone. Oh, God, I can't even think about it. And then maybe I should do 3. If I'm going to try to do one from August, September, and then October, because October is going to be pretty busy at the start. We'll see. We have to see if I'm even going to drink alcohol yet. I haven't talked to my gastroenterologist. Anyway, Chamber Sloth, thank you. Like and subscribe. You know the rules. You're liked, you're subscribed. Boom. It's done. I hope you're well. I thought about doing another gaming stream tonight, but I did that on Wednesday. Wednesday is games day. We've decided that. Oh, no. Donner Pass Whiskey. Yeah. I have an impulse control problem. And there's a story that goes along with it, is that I ordered one. It never showed up. So there's a Daft Mill that just disappeared out there. And I'm doing this kind of thing for it to be found and arrive at my door someday, because then I'd have 2. But yeah, that was a poor financial choice on my end. And I'm pretty sure that was before I had to get a car. Before I learned all the interesting feelings about having my car completely fall apart finally. So there we go. I also thought about doing some busy work. I have on the lineup here, you can't see it, but I have it, of Scotch whiskey for Sugar Kitty. I would show you what they are, but, you know, Sugar Kitty might show up, and I don't want to spoil anything. Are we using these? Remember these? Is that it's tomorrow? Okay, good. Yeah, Whiskey Mountains is starting up her yearly fundraiser, so be ready for that. I don't know what the prizes are yet, but I'll get a few tickets in. Oh, Zenda, that sounds either like the sound of summer, and you're like, ah, life continues on, or like, shut up, you crazy kids. I'm in the shut up, you crazy kids category only because when I'm hearing a bunch of screaming, that is in the courtyard, which is right there. And it echoes and reverberates back and forth. So it's very loud and very annoying. And children aren't supposed to be unsupervised, nor are they supposed to be playing in the courtyard. It's not a play place, you know? There we are. That is a dusty bottle right there. I think he'll like it. I'm sure he's tried all of these before, but I think he'll like it. Do it, pour it, drink it, do it. I do worry about that. Like, I've sent so much whiskey out there, some people will just like it gets buried. I'm putting these in front of each bottle because I need to feel that way right now. There will be a cleaning stream at some point. But tonight we're just focusing on bringing more attention to the cancer stuff again. In this case with Mama KillCo, because it's not overlooked in my mind. So I know both my parents are dealing with cancer, but it was thankfully the less concerning one because everything seemed to have gone okay. Caught it early, got rid of it. We're good, I hope. I don't know which one. What did I send those to you in? Because if they're like, I hope they're the glass ones, because I sent the plastic ones out for a while, and they just, those are good for like handing off samples to people. But as Mr. Great Shot found, they don't stand the heat very well. I probably do. Like, I have a whole box full of samples, which that's the, I'll be doing some live streams there. I'm still debating on how often I will drink overall. So do I want to do one stream a week? Do I want to do one stream every other week? What do I want to, what I want to do is one every week, but I don't know if that's a good idea. Because, well, my liver is weird. It is messed up. And I'll find out a little more about it, hopefully, this coming week. Because all the information I got was your liver levels are great, your liver is the same. So it's still messed up, which is not surprising. Your liver does not magically heal itself after 30 years of misuse of alcohol. We're just so we're aware. Excellent. Excellent, Donner Pass whiskey. Yeah, I still have that set up. At one point, I'm going to clear off my desk. I'll be able to start sending out samples again more often. Not too crazy often. Maybe once a month is what I was doing. But now I can't do the weekly videos. That was quite a strain. Straight ahead rye on the nose at first, and a layer of cinnamon, brown sugar crumble. Love me drink. Oh, please don't do that to me. Don't tell me about coffee cake. That is a weakness of mine. Anything with like cinnamon vanilla, you know, that's why I like bourbon so much. We got coffee cake, we got cinnamon rolls, we got, what else? Those are two big ones. I'm thinking of pancakes, like pancakes with cinnamon sugar on them and maple syrup. Oh my God. And butter. Oh. You know, I ate just before I started the stream, thankfully, but it was kind of bland. My dinner tonight was rice and eggs. So 3 eggs and some white rice with some pepper and some Cholula. That was the nice twist. I haven't had spicy stuff in a bit. And it was just right. Oh, it's so good. I just realized something. When a new month starts, I have to do a bunch of things, and I often just forget. Oh, blindside. Blech. One of those things is to reset the tip jar. Because it looks like I've got a whole bunch of stuff, which I have, but that was over an extended amount of time. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I want to share those. Like, Roy did the experiment. I got the bottles, and I want people to try the comparison themselves. It's fun. It's a good time, everyone. We're all having just a great time here. All right, let's see. Bop. There. Did that work? It did. New month, new empty cup. Here we go. All I'm doing is like adding. The only thing I can do that no one else can is that I'm a whiskey sommelier. I have an extensive collection. I don't like to think of it like that, but I do. And I want to share it with other people. I just have to make sure people are aware that I do raffles in the future again. Get some of those whiskey lovers back. Because sadly, you may have noticed, some people only follow their interests, which makes perfect sense. I do the same. My recent interests, the homework I've given all of you is to watch K-pop Demon Hunters. You will feel better afterwards, I promise. You don't have to like K-pop. You don't have to like animated movies, anything. Just enjoy. Give it a chance. That's all I ask. That's my table shifted again. Or my desk. That's right. That is not. What has happened here? Oh, please. I've been pushing myself away from my desk occasionally and moving the desk in the process, and I have not meant to do that. Everything, please don't fall over. There. That still feels a little off, but it looks better than it did a second ago. You know what I didn't do? I'm going to show you guys this just because I was upset with myself when I noticed. Huh. Specific birthday month border. Completely blanked it out. Felt very silly. I was looking to see if I had to change it anytime soon. I don't. Autumn is still ways away. The leaves haven't started changing color or anything. Where does it go? There we go. So at least you get to see it once. We have the birthday month borders. Whoops. Ow. What's sad is I don't know what happened with my grandfather. I just know he died 3 years before I was born, and I just know it was lung cancer, and he smoked cigarettes a lot. Unfortunately, and it's still a very common thing that people do. And I still go on my rant. Like I said, my opinions on nicotine in particular are pretty strong, due to the loss of grandparent, and of course, more so even now, because of what's happening with mom. I don't get it. But we are in that weird little era of finding out that everything is bad for you. Everything. Alcohol's bad, obviously. Nicotine's bad. I don't like the whole cured meats being bad, like bacon. I like bacon a lot. I don't eat it often, but I like it. Have they started? I don't remember. I feel like this is the case in my head, but eating too much red meat isn't good for you. Get more fiber, everyone. That's the general rule. More fiber. I feel like my seat's lower than usual. Anyway, I just need to sit up more. Ugh. It's exhausting. Ugh. I believe you also want to keep your cardio up. That's another big thing. That's also with heart health, of course. But doing any kind of strenuous activity where your heart rate goes up and your breathing goes up a bit, that's probably good for you. I don't know if it's specifically good for your lungs, but I know being physically active is good. I was physically active yesterday. It was awesome. I have missed exercising so much more than I realized. It's stupid. Like, part of me is very, very pleased to be back exercising again. The whiskey tube, boom. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard to maintain people's attention. That's most of it. And yes, the whiskey tube boom did happen. I was lucky enough to fall into that somehow. In 2019, I decided to start doing whiskey tube as a thing, and then just kind of coasted along with it. And it's grew to the point it's at now. It's still growing. Even though there's like fumbling, because YouTube really wants you to only make videos and do one thing only this, and it wants me to make a lot of clickbait BS, which I don't particularly like, but it does work. And what's really weird, and I haven't been able to replicate this again, it's why I want to do the cleanup stream, was when I did a vertical stream, we got 10 new subscribers. If I could keep doing that. Ooh. I do have a niche. It's just being niche. Just being nuts. Trying to live my life. God damn it. Becoming more available widely. Do not have added sodium nitrate. Oh, is that what it was? All right. I like that. Yeah, leave my bacon alone, please. Remember I said I'm tired? I got plenty of sleep last night. I slept like a stone. But Yesterday was a lot. If you watch the little random live streams I've been doing, you will know it was a lot. I may live stream on Twitch again tonight. I haven't decided yet. I want to play the game. So what I've been doing is every time I play the game, I go live, but I'm really drained. My eyes are kind of done looking at screens for a minute. But there's so many other things I want to watch and do today. The underlying thing of my channel is just like mental health stuff. That's why it's Mental Musings. I'm just trying to get through this, and I'm trying to help other people who are having a hard time, who are in the mindset that I've had before. Just like, why? It's so miserable. And that it's not easy to change, but it's not easy to get help. Nothing's easy about living with mental health problems. Nothing. Everything you want to do is harder. And you don't have the energy or the drive or the motivation or anything to try and make your life better and try to help get yourself out of it. It sucks. But I try to encourage people to just keep going, try to find the help. It's rough, it's hard, it won't fix itself fast, but I know a number of things. Talking with someone, specifically seeing a psychiatrist, seeing a psychologist helped a lot too. That's the big one. See a psychologist, get a diagnosis. That's big. Once you've been told what is happening, you at least know it's not just you being a failure in your mind. Like, you just can't do things like other people for reasons. Once you find out what those reasons are, you can start to treat them with medication. Also, it's not easy to start medication. I was very much against the idea, but I got into it. It was not easy. You do not find the first thing that cures you. You just have to go through it. But it does get better. I hate to say the cliche word, it does get better, but it does as you progress. Clove and glaze on a ham rind. Gets sweeter on ice. Ooh. I wonder. You'll tell me. My brain is telling me something about what it might be, but I honestly still don't remember. Oh, the music's getting stuck in my head. So that's the gist of this channel. And the fact that anyone's here hanging out with me is always a plus. Like, just giving people a place to be, something to do. I have the window open a crack right now. The actual air is getting inside my apartment. It's so nice to not have muggy weather right now. I'm going to have I'm going to have the window open tonight, and it's going to be glorious. It's going to be like I'm outside. Possibly something from another channel is what I'll say. But I honestly don't remember. Because you're in the C area, and I think there were two that were the same idea. Aha! Nope, I was wrong. You've gone past that. Was the last one you did in Elijah Craig? I forget. I honestly still don't remember what I sent. Still Austin Straight Rye. So that explains a lot of it. What'd you say? Yep, very rye. Cinnamon brown caramel. That checks out. It's one of the reasons I like their rye. And then that's not the right comment. Clove and glaze on a ham rind gets sweeter on ice. Vitamin green. Okay, I can't remember if I've sent anything else. I have a method, and you've gone past the part I'm thinking of, so I might not have sent it. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm confusing something. I believe I was looking at my bottles recently, and I have a lot of It's Bourbonite picks, and they do have a rye or two. I don't remember which ones I may have sent, if I sent any at all. But like I said, I do have a method to my madness when it comes to sample packs. You just have to figure out what they are, because I don't want to tell you. It's no fun if I tell you, because then you can expect it. And I don't like that. It's not complicated, though. Yes, it does. Isn't that strange? What a coincidence. Kind of you to notice. You never know. The next one could be 47%. Who knows? I don't. I don't remember. I can close this. Spotify needed to update itself for whatever reason. Very annoying. The problem is when I do live streams like this, I'm like, I know I'm not going to get a crowd for this one because it's like lung cancer. Everyone's like, oh, ooh. But the importance of it, bringing attention to it when I realized it was today, and I knew I was going to do a live stream. Here we are. Everyone has now the information that my grandfather died from lung cancer, and Mama KillCo did have to deal with it. I think she had a genetically thing. Possible higher chance of that because of genetics. So I imagine that did not help with my grandfather. That coupled with, smoking cigarettes all the time. Not ideal. Oh, and it's one of the best times of the month because I learn about my funds again. One, SSDI comes in, Social Security Disability Insurance. Meaning I can pay rent. That's what that means. Not much else. We have Patreon money. So if you're not a patron, come on. Or a channel member on YouTube. That'd be nice too. You can do one or both or none of it, but I prefer you do one. That'd be nice. That would be nice. That'll help get me through the beginning of the month. Oh gosh. And the real big scare, which has been... It hasn't happened yet, is what I keep telling myself. That my my Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP, is the same as it was last month. And I've said it before to everyone. What would you do if you could only get, what was it, 200 and... I'm waiting, hold on. $292 a month for groceries, and that's it. And I was worried that it would not be $292 this month for reasons. It is, though. And I'm also very fortunate that I don't meet I don't have to worry about certain changes that have happened to Social Security stuff. Yet. You hear that? Children. Ugh. Oh yeah, I know. All I tell myself is it's going to come back even better at some point. That's the only thing. Like when something like that falls, something inevitably will take its place. And hopefully something better. Or at least just as good. Because that stuff doesn't stand. Mr. Rogers flipped it over in his grave. Freaking... Oh, what's his name? I blanked out. Who plays Geordie LaForge and also did Reading Rainbow? His name is in my head somewhere, but I don't know where. So if anyone could help. Ooh, that's frustrating. But there are a lot of character people named LeVar Burton. Thank you, Christ. Yeah, he's really pissed, I'm sure. There are a bunch of celebrities and other people around in the States who are like, what are you doing? I hate to see the government stuff, which you don't deal with, is getting manipulated into propaganda. I don't want to go on it too much. Roots is amazing. I don't know when I last watched it, but I mean, it was pretty intense. I forgot what I was going to say. Yeah, things will happen. It's just terrifying to watch the whole everything get a little gross. Like, for one thing that I don't like the most, and that I'm keenly aware of, is there is an app called Propel that I use to keep track of the money for my SNAP, Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And some of these things they have here just look like advertisements. I can get discounts to BJ's, Amazon Prime, Walmart, CVS, Aldi's. But it does kind of feel like advertisement on a government type app. It did, however, announce, I'll show all of you, do it. Latest changes to benefits. Medicaid work requirements. Who is exempt from SNAP work requirements? It's nice that the information is being provided, but it's also horrifying that it's happening at all. Yeah, there's just a lot of flack on the app when really I just need to know how much money I have right now. And right now I have enough to buy groceries because I ran out. I had $7 approximately on there for the end of the month. I'm looking forward to groceries soon. I was hoping Mama KillCo would pop. Damn it, I was going to do that. It's fine. I'm hoping Mama KillCo would pop in, but she's got a busy life right now. I saw them recently. We had ice cream. It was delightful. But recently, I mean yesterday. Last month, if you will. Yeah, yesterday was super busy. Oh my God. It's going to be nothing. Where we're going to start looking at MapQuest again. And do another live stream of that, trying to figure out how far can I go in one day. How many hours can I drive in one day? I'm approximating 9. Yes, the $7 does roll over. So it's not like they just like, you didn't use it. Yeah, it's gone. No, you can, if you're able to have extra at the end of the month, it will flip over up into the end of the year. So I think at the end of the year, if there's anything left in your account, it just disappears because you didn't use it. But thankfully, somehow I managed to use all of it every month. I wonder why. Exhausted. So we will be thinking about that MapQuest stuff. There's going to be a lot of preparatory things happening for some of these streams because I have to do them. Like, we have the ideal situation for me now is I'd be able to drive 9 hours a day for 5 days at least. Sugar Kitty, speak of the devil. Meow. This is for you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here as always. It is greatly appreciated. A reminder that next week, the live stream will be kicked off to 1 hour later. I'll be starting at 8 o'clock, hopefully. Due to my new exercising routine, there are certain days, like Friday, where there's a class available. I want to go to said class. It is lower body stuff, specifically. And it goes from 5:45 to 6:45. And even though it's not far away, it would be very, very unpleasant for me to zip home as fast as I can, get into my apartment, set up the stream, and still be in my gym clothes. I'm not gonna want to do that. I can't do neither at all. It really changes my thought patterns. What, for driving? That's what we were talking about. That's what I'm hoping for. Because it's supposed to be... It is an International Beer Day? Damn it. I didn't see that one. But I have my beer, if that helps. My non-alcoholic Blue Moon. Ignore it's a souvenir. This was an important topic, though. When I saw it, I was like, oh, yeah. My mom has to deal with lung cancer, and her father had to deal with it. It killed him. It's pretty awful. I did 4 all right, but that was You definitely have to change your day for that sort of thing, especially if you've been sleeping in the car at night, which that is something we haven't really discussed much. That some of my earlier ventures were to go up, specifically to Maine, go up to Maine, park my car there, sleep in the car, drive back. That was one attempt. That was to see I could do it. But when we think about driving across the country, somehow finding somewhere to sleep along the way, that's going to be the really exciting part, is being able to sleep somewhere in the car and not get any police showing up. Oh, it's going to be a joy. Ugh. I don't know what that means, Sugar Kitty. InBev opened NYSE this morning. New York Stock Exchange, is that what it is? I also don't know what InBev is. If that abbreviation is correct, I don't know. Oh my goodness. I am drained. Ooh, pizza. Yeah. Like, you know, it's I'm gonna double check the time, but I'm damn sure it is about 48 hours to get to where I want to be. So we've done the math. I'm doing it again just for you guys. We are currently in Rhode Island. I am going to drive across the entire country to get to a Bev, huge beer company. Anheuser-Busch. Ah, yes, I've heard that. I've heard that said before. My friend is off the grid at the moment. I think it's this one. I'm trying to remember which site she's at. Maybe it's this one. They're not far from each other, so it's not a huge difference. But let's see. To get from my apartment to where she is located right now will take approximately 47 hours. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, they're both the same. 47 hours. 3,148 miles. So do the math, everyone. We love math. I love calculators as well. I'm fine with that. 47 divided by 9, which is what we'd like as an ideal, is 5 days of driving. Now, what if we do 47, except we act like an idiot and drive for 12 hours? That's only 4 days. That's a whole extra day that's been cut off there. Would I have to drive 12 hours? Yes, which is the drawback, which is why I'm looking at 9. But knowing me, hello motorcycle, knowing me, it's going to be brutal. It's going to be more of a day-by-day thing. So there'll be some days where I can get in 9. There'll be some that I can do 10. There'll be some days where I can only do 8, maybe 6. Who knows? It's going across the country. There's no real way to figure out what's going to happen. Pennsylvania to upstate New York, from PA to Virginia, or New Jersey to Boston. 4 and 5 hour trips, and that's my limit. Start to fall asleep because I'm so zonked in the zone. Yeah, I get it. I certainly kind of... Driving isn't too bad. It really depends on the kind of driving. It's always the road for me. Like, if there's a road that has 3 lanes in it, I'm very happy with that. I can stay in the middle. I can stay on the right. I can zip along on the left. I have options. But it's when it's just 2 lanes, and so you're either passing or being on the right-hand side. And that's only really an issue when it's crowded, which it always is. I know for going up to Vermont, that did happen. I got to a number of roads where it was 2 lanes and not many cars. I love it when it's not many cars. I got to say, I hope for that for some of the trip where it's just me and the road and nothing else. Not for too long, mind you, because your brain starts to shut off if nothing's happening for too long. Mine absolutely does a lot faster than most. And right now, looking at it again, going through New York, I could make a pause at, well, I want to make that a whole thing. I want to go see Niagara Falls, but from the direction I'm going to go, hopefully, I will go right past Niagara Falls. And then I will zip down to Ohio, visit someone there, zip up, and then I will start to go past. I'll go zipping out of Ohio into, it looks like I'll be right on the border of Michigan, going through Indiana. Yeah. Vermont was nice. It was a nice drive overall. It was only when I got started getting closer and closer to Massachusetts where like, oh, what's happening? The traffic, blah. I'll be visiting my friend Greg on the way back, probably. Not the way to. I'll be pretty beat up by then, but it'll be good to see him. Well, I don't know. No, I know why. Because I'd be going into the very tippy top of Illinois, and he's way at the bottom near St. Louis. He's right outside the city. So that would be a significant detour. It's like if I were going to Kentucky. I'd like to, but also for trying to get to the other side of the country, it would be a little bit of a side quest. Which, when I'm trying to get over there, the big thing I want to do is just get there. That's going to be the driving force for the whole thing, is getting there. Going through Minnesota. I forgot what this one is. North Dakota. ND. North Dakota, Montana. All these sort of like places I've never expected to go and have very likely been through at one point. And then we'll be going north. Just slipping through, what is this? What is this state right here? Idaho. That's what it is. Zip through Idaho. Pass through Washington just briefly, like just on the eastern side of it. And then finally arrive in Oregon. So it's going to be quite a northern trip because I want to stay cooler rather than hotter. It's still going to be September. It's still going to be warm. Hopefully the trip goes as planned because there's still the chance of brush fires. There's still quite a few going on out there. I found myself a nice little webpage that shows you that the entire country is on fire right now. Yay! I forget what it was. But all you have to do is look at wildfire map on Google's. You'll find something. It's pretty horrifying. The world is burning. All right, we're coming up on the end of the stream. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here. Liking and subscribing, as you do. Joining the Patreon and being part of a membership of the YouTube channel. All those good things. Because it helps. And as I said, I just wanted to raise a little bit of awareness in my own way. We also have August is Psoriasis Awareness Month. I have psoriasis. It sucks. No one likes it. It is something I manage just like I manage my mental health. Some ointments, some shampoos, all that. It's what I was thinking about when I think about psoriasis stuff is it is something that can be physically disfiguring if it's really bad. Like parts of my skin are messed up because I've like ripped at it and torn off my skin numerous times because it's bad and it itches. And if you're not paying attention, you start to mess with it. Eastern Wash is nice, like Spokane. I'll certainly take my time to a degree in each state to at least try to appreciate it while I'm going through it. The hope, and we're talking like big time hope, is if I get financially stable or at least get to zero, which I'd love to be at zero. That sounds weird to say, but it's true. Then I can start working on going to each state just to see, visiting other Whiskey Tube folk. There's also always the fact that I like to eat at restaurants. Someday fine dining will be a thing. I'm so awkward when it comes to like those type of settings where like you have to dress nice and you have numerous silverware and just like the only way I know how to handle it is be completely a spaz. That's it. That's all I ever know how to do. If I'm in a weird environment and it doesn't feel quite right, well, I'm going to be a little weird myself. Social situations that have changed for reasons that don't make a lot of sense to me. This is a fine dining establishment. It's like, yes, you serve food. I'm hungry. It costs a lot. I appreciate the attention to detail and everything, but give me the food. I'm hungry. I can't. But there's also, the channel's doing a lot. That's the one thing I like about it, because I'm trying to do a lot. Traveling, exercising, eating right, taking care of my mental health as best I can, playing games to avoid the crushing realization of the world is collapsing in on itself. That's always fun. But it's done that plenty of times. What else is new? This is just this version of it. Yay. We try not to think about it too much. Don't let everything that's out of your control make it seem like everything's out of control. Because what I can control is, it's about this big. There we go. And it goes to about here. That's about all I can control right now. Once I turn the camera off and stop streaming, then I can't control much. I need to put the recycling out. I did the dishes, so I have to put the dishes away. You know, the exciting stuff that I can actually do something about. Good times. Thank you all for joining me. Because, as I said, this was a little topic. It was like lung cancer. People love talking about cancer, but again, I need to point out that it's affected my life. It's affected the lives of millions, probably. Yeah, keep painting flour on the border of what you can control. Yes, I will do that to the best of my ability. I am seeing my psychiatrist this upcoming week, which will be good because I didn't get to see him last month, and I swear if they freaking try to cancel on me again, I'm going to lose it. It'll be like the third or fourth time they've done it in the past few months, and I only see him once a month, which is why it's so infuriating. Gotta make sure I have my prescriptions, or else things start to fall apart really fast. We don't want that. I need to make sure I have all my prescriptions before September. That is going to be the craziest month of my life up until now. I haven't done anything like that ever before, other than with my family, and they were planning that, not me. This is me trying to plan it. Oh, God. To wrap up, don't smoke cigarettes. Don't use tobacco products. Just don't. Check in with your doctor. Take your yearly physical. If anything starts to bother you, hard to breathe, like fatigue, whatever, get it checked. It's rather to check and it be nothing rather than not check at all, and it be something. That's bad. But there you have it, folks. Thank you again for joining me. Live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome, and I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.